Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, most merciful, most compassionate. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds, and peace and blessing be upon His last messenger, Muhammad, peace be upon him, his companions, and those who follow the right path. Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you and the mercy of Allah and His grace. Welcome to Understanding Islam Ramadan, the show that brings you spiritual reflection, devotion to Allah Almighty, and self-discipline with an in-depth look at the holy month of Ramadan. Today we are here from Al-Faruq Umar bin Al-Khattab Mosque and Center. The mosque is named after Umar bin Al-Khattab radiallahu anh, a companion of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who became second Khalifa after Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. He was given the title Al-Faruq, meaning someone who distinguished truth from falsehood. Dear beloved viewers, the end of Ramadan and the fasting month is marked by a great celebration called Eid al-Fitr, which is the festival of breaking the Psalm and ending the fast. It is a great festival that is celebrated by Muslims throughout the world. Early in the morning and shortly after sunrise, Muslims gather in large masjids and in large outdoor prayer areas called Musalla to offer a special prayer called Salat al-Eid to thank Allah Almighty for His help, support and guidance in Ramadan. Eid is a day of festivity and celebration for successfully completing one of the pillars of Islam, the Psalm duty. It is also the day of receiving the mercy, reward and blessings from Allah Almighty. The Eid begins with takbir, magnifying and glorifying Allah Almighty, followed by giving out a small charity called Zakat al-Fitr to be given to the needy people. The charity is about 2.5 kilograms from local grains or similar food, and it is an obligatory worship upon each and every Muslim. The idea is to help poor people buy new clothes and food so they too can celebrate and enjoy Eid with the rest of Muslims. Dear beloved viewers, there are many interesting points about Eid. The breaking of fast is one of the biggest signs of joy in the day of Eid. Think about how Allah Almighty made breaking the fast obligatory in the Eid day and made fasting the Eid day forbidden in Islam. Think about how Allah Almighty made joy and happiness in the day of Eid a form of worship and obedience to Him. Dear beloved viewers, the day of Eid is a great opportunity that can be availed to extend your love to your parents, reach out for your relatives, establish good relationship with your neighbors. This can be achieved by mutual visits, greetings, invitations, and similar social and friendly activities. The day of Eid is also a great chance to clear the hearts and purify the souls from any traces of hate and hatred and enmity with others. A sincere word of greeting, congratulations in Eid, can break all these barriers and mend many wounds and broken hearts among spouses, family members, and friends. The day of Eid is also a great chance to reconnect any severed relations and correct mistakes and clears any remaining misunderstandings. Eid is also a day of spreading happiness around and sharing joyous feelings with others. Gifts and presents are exchanged in Eid between family, friends, and neighbors. And the Eid holiday usually runs for 3 consecutive days. Dear beloved viewers, Eid is one of the worships and occasions that unite Muslims all over the world together with common feelings and emotions. This reinforces the connections between Muslims, individuals, and Muslim nations and create a true universal unity between all of them, despite all their races, languages, and cultures. And to make this unity truly comprehensive, see the mercy of Allah Almighty and His compassion when He obligated that each and every one of Muslims give a charity to help the poor and needy in this beautiful day. It is a great blessing that we have Islam, this beautiful religion that calls for practical help and support to those who are in need and difficulties and those who are less fortunate than us. Islam considers this help and support one of their rights and one of our responsibilities. That is why the obligatory charity of Zakat al-Fitr has to be given out before Eid by each and every Muslim. In fact, even if you missed giving Zakat al-Fitr before Eid, it is not abolished, and you have to give it as soon as possible. There are endless esteemed morals and noble characteristics in the lessons of Eid. This is how Eid instills into the hearts of Muslims the feelings of love, mercy, and compassion. Eid teaches to feel the pain and suffering of others and to love goodness and well-being for others. Eid teaches Muslims to reach out for others and to spend to help them and make them share the joy and happiness with them. Eid trains Muslims to love one another and cooperate together and solve their social problems. Dear beloved viewers, it's time now for a short break. We'll come soon back to discuss more. A big Eid Mubarak to all of you. May Allah accept your good deeds from Ramadan and reward you for your worships and efforts. See you after the break. Welcome back to Understanding Islam Ramadan. Eid and its celebrations are upon us, signaling the joyous occasion of Eid al-Fitr and the marking of the end of a full month of fasting and worship. Dear beloved viewers, the Eid in Islam is not mere fun, play, pastime, and amusement. Both Eids in Islam come after performing a pillar in Islam and after a great act of worship. Eid is actually a religious practice to thank Allah Almighty for His guidance and His forgiveness after the final breaking of the fast. Eid starts with takbir from the last sunset of Ramadan till after sunrise in the morning, followed by Eid Salah and Eid prayers. After the prayer, a short khutbah or speech is delivered to remind people to thank Allah Almighty and to give the obligatory charity to people who are in need. Dear beloved viewers, enjoying Eid does not mean hurting other people or inflicting harm on them. Enjoy yourself without harming others. Enjoy and let others enjoy their Eid as well. It is also important to be moderate in Eid and avoid wasting and squandering or being lavish and extravagant. When you dress up in our best clothes and put on our perfumes and congratulate one another in Eid, we should also remember many of our brothers and sisters who are not so lucky and who are in difficulties or in need at that time. There are two groups of them that we should care about more. The first group is the sick and patients, those laying down on hospital beds. Some of them have been there for quite a long time, and they cannot be with their families, children, and friends at this special time. So feel for them and their loneliness. Pay them a visit if you can, especially in such occasions. You may do that after you have finished visiting your own family and friends or in the way to visit them. Make them happy and give them some encouragement. That will give them hope and take away the sadness from their hearts and put a smile on their lips and happiness on their faces. Remember that it is one of their rights upon Muslims to visit them when they are not well, as the Messenger, peace be upon him, said. The second group is those who are in poverty and in need, especially widows and orphans who lost their loved ones and their support, those who cannot feel and enjoy Eid as other people do. Reach out for them and give them some of your money, clothes, toys, and gifts. Try to make them happy too. Enable them to join the festival with other people, enjoy their family and friends. Dear beloved viewers, Eid is a day of happiness and joyous festivities. It is recommended to enjoy and celebrate Eid. However, this enjoyment and celebration should not be with forbidden things. Sadly, some Muslims do that. They go back straight to where they were before Ramadan. This is not the correct way to thank Allah Almighty for His mercy and blessing. This is not what we learned from Ramadan and its great practical lessons. It is important to keep a good relationship with other people all the time, but especially so in such occasions like the day of Eid. This is even more important when it comes to your own family and relatives. Eid is a time of forgiveness and pardon. It is a good time to purify our souls and remove any enmity from the hearts. So let us seize this opportunity to spread love and forgiveness instead of enmity and hatred. Let us pardon others who erred against us and set aside the past mistakes and misunderstandings. Let us reconnect once again with our families, friends, and neighbors. Start by greeting them heartedly and praying for them. Some of the common greetings in Eid are تَقَبَّلَ اللَّهُ مِنَّا وَمِنْكُمْ. May Allah accept worship from us and from you. This is reported to be the greeting among the Sahaba radiallahu anhum. You may also use any of the traditional greetings in Eid, such as Eid Mubarak, or wish you a blessed Eid, or Eid Sa'id, wish you a happy Eid, or Min al-Aidin wal-Faizin. May you be one of those who succeeded, and may it come back to you again and again. Or Kullu Amin wa Antum bi Khair. May every year find you in good health and welfare, etc. Dear beloved viewers, do not forget to fast the 6 days of Shawwal. It is the sunnah and tradition of the Messenger, peace be upon him. And he encouraged Muslims to fast them. And he said, whoever fasts Ramadan and follows it with 6 days from Shawwal, it is as if he fasted the whole year. You can fast these days either consecutively or on separate days at any time during the month that follows Ramadan. Dear beloved viewers, we supplicate to Allah Almighty to repeat Ramadan for us again and again, and guide us to avail its blessings and rewards, and make us good for ourselves and everyone around us. Ameen. Eid Sa'id, happy Eid to you. Kull Amin wa Antum bi Khair. May every year find you in goodness and well-being, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you and the mercy of Allah and His grace.